And we are live. Yes, we are live on Let's Think Podcast. I'm your host, Sheik 7 Islam Male. Don't forget to support the Fez dealer. Get your urban Islamic Sufi experience, kufis, turbans, custom made fezes, garments, rings, jewelry, whatever you may need. Hit the Fez dealer. Instagram at Fez dealer. One word. That's FEZDEALER. One word at Fez Dealer. Go shop with the Fez Dealer. So, as you know, I must do this. I must rise, giving all thanks and perfect praises unto Allah, the Holy One, the Author, the Governor of the worlds, Almighty, Eternal, Incomprehensible. I give highest honors to the Holy Prophet, Noble Drew Ali, Allah's love thought made manifest so men could comprehend. I give honors to the forerunner Marcus Mosiah Garvey, who said, "Up, up, you mighty nations, you can accomplish what you will." I give honors to the Moorish Science Temple of America, the sole foundation for all Asiatics as American citizens. I give honors to the Moorish flag, the flag of my descent. I give honors to the American flag, the flag of my birth. I give honors to my leadership, Grand Sheik and Chairman, Brother L. Portisel, and Grand Sheik's M. Portisel. I give honors to their staff and their administration. I give honors to my guest, Brother Asar. I give honors to all participating in the comprehensive program of uplifting fallen humanity. And I give all honors to all leadership, past, present, and future of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Islam.
Islam.
Islam. Islam. So, chat, where y'all at? Who we got in here? Who we got in here? Uh uh we got Supreme Mahdi 777. Islam. Islam. And everybody in the chat that hasn't said anything, Islam and peace. Islam. You're on Let's Think Podcast and we about to cook. We about to cook. Go ahead and hit like on this demonstration. You might as well go ahead and hit like, you know. Go ahead and like. We got the Sheik Asar in here, you know.
Islam.
And I'm before he go into his demonstration, I want him to give y'all a little history, you know, of how he was taught Moorishly. So y'all can get a drawing of why this brother demonstrates in the manner that he demonstrates. Islam.
Islam.
And what I can say, this brother is my brother.
Islam.
I love him. You know, I wish I could reach my hand virtually across the screen and press his palm.
Islam.
Something that I haven't been able to do in the flesh, but that's my brother. And I honor him. You know, I honor everything that produced this brother. So, you know, without further ado, without further ado, we got our brother, Asar, Ill, Islam
Islam.
Sheik.
Islam, Sheik, man. Um,
Man, how you doing, Mo?
Islam. I'm doing most noble. I gotta say all praise to Allah, honest to Prophet Noble Drew Ali, honest to all Moorish American Muslims all over the world. Honest to you, Muslim, my Sheik brother, Sheik 7 Islam is. You know, I also would like to honor my wife, our beautiful children. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to honor my family because they are the one who keep me level-headed even when I be acting crazy. Because Mo, I think we all know I'm crazy. I know a lot of Sheik is here too, but my heart in the right place. But yeah, I want to give honest to everybody, even the entire group chat. Islam, we gonna go in tonight, y'all. I hope y'all ready. Islam, praise Allah.
Islam. 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 So, brother Asar,
Islam.
before, because you went in, I've been getting a lot of great feedback from your last show, and then without the naysayers,
Yeah, you gonna have some naysayers.
you know,
Satan came when the angels presented themselves to God Allah anyway. So
yeah, and then the Holy Quran, Muhammad also says, the confusion didn't come until knowledge came, so
Islam.
you know that should be expected, especially when knowledge is on the scene. So
Islam.
what I would like to say, and I would like for you to do, brother man, so ones can know that you're not speaking from a place of empty can. It
Islam.
makes a lot of noise.
Basically
Uh,
qualify my understanding through
yeah. Just let
historical
ones
record. What page?
know that you know some of the teachers who taught you, and
Islam.
a little bit about your walk,
Islam.
in this demo.
So to give y'all a brief synopsis of how I came into this divine knowledge, wisdom, understanding. I got locked up when I was 16. My mama, she signed me up for this at risk youth program, which was headed by. I'm gonna honor the brother today. I'm gonna honor him today. Okay.
Please do, brother. Please do.
Islam. That was ran by Ryan. Ryan. Um, before I had even received a response letter back from his administration, it was Jakarta Maccabee who had actually responded back to my mother's call for me to be in this at risk youth program. I was under the Moore Science Temple of America Incorporated, under R. Jones Bay. But they wasn't teaching. You get what I'm saying? They wasn't teaching. Unfortunately. But that's don't fall on R. Jones Bay. That don't fall on him. He's the national head. And from the research that I've seen and the videos I've seen, R. Jones Bay teaches. He teaches when he on that podium. It would be the leadership that's within the prison system that's not teaching. But I still honor them for keeping the doors open for me to even entertain a thought of responding back to Rael's response to my mother's letter. I ended up joining the MST of A 1928. When I joined them, I quickly raised among the ranks. This is my institutional campsite certificate acknowledgement of appointment. If y'all can see that. At that time, my name was Asar Mohammed Bey. And I was a leader even among those in prison. Sheik Shekinah Bey, my beloved Queen Mother, who cared for me as a spiritual mother. She's the one who signed this. When I came home, I still was with Rael, and I ended up becoming the head of his prison ministry. This was my temporary warrant of authority for my campsite, my local one right here. that I got from right here. Uh, this is when I was made the imam under right here too. Imam means minister. It also means he who is in the front, because the imam is the one who leads the congregational prayer. Um, this is my other appointment letter from when I was in prison. My certificate. This is my actual warrant of authority with the black fez on it. And then after I left Rail, I ended up joining under the administration of Supreme Grand Sheik Clifford Jackson Bey. Now, the beautiful thing about this brother, may he rest in peace, may Allah, bless his soul. Um, the brother Clifford Jackson Bey, he was the one who corrected the prophet's death certificate from being Black American to being Moorish American. Supreme Grand Sheik Clifford Jackson Bey was also the brother who found the prophet's burial site. It's actually in the Chicago Defender newspaper. I have a copy of it as well. Clifford Jackson Bey also led Christina Price Bey, the first the secretary for the prophet. She joined at the age of 12. She was the secretary of the prophet. He led her funeral service, right? Clifford Jackson Bey told the now Supreme Grand Sheik of that particular grand body, Supreme Grand Sheik Rasul Hassan Bey, honors to the Royal Hassan Bey family. He told him, and I got the picture, he said, Brother Asar Sadiel is my national grand mufti and my sheik. Put it on the books. That's how he used to talk. He said, put it on the books.
Mm.
I was then made the national grand mufti, and I also received my sheikhood paperwork from that particular administration. This is my credentials. So the reason, and I honor the brother Sheik Seven Nil for even having me do that introduction, because what that does is that qualifies everything I say from this point on. You got a lot of people who speak, but they speak as an empty canvas. The brother stated, when somebody is attempting to teach you, you have that right, and you should exercise that right to ask that person who's attempting to teach you, what is your qualifications? What qualifies you to even teach me? You get what I'm saying? I'm going to give you a primary example. Sheik 7 is, if you are in need of brain surgery, or you go get brain surgery from a person who read Neurology for Dummies, part 1, 2, and 3, don't shake your head just yet, boy. or as you go get your brain surgery done by a qualified neurologist.
A qualified neurologist.
And this should be the same way when it comes to your spiritual lessons, your salvation. You should only get that from a qualified, bona fide, tried, retried, and never denied experience, hands-on experience teacher. So with that, I yield.
Talk right now.
Islam.
Yes, sir. So, Brother Asar, I want to ask you, before you get into your demonstration, right?
Yes, sir.
And the reason why we're dealing with this particular topic of the show, right?
Yes, sir.
Is because, I've been on YouTube and I've seen YouTube channels called the Adept Chamber.
Yes, sir.
I've come into contact with many people, many brothers and sisters who profess to be members or students of the Adept Chamber. However, when it comes to, being what you know,
Islam.
could you speak to your experience, not, anything that, you know, we don't speak upon. However, could you speak about your experience coming from being a member in the Moorish Science Temple of America and being called up to be vouched for to be in that situation of being initiated into the Moorish Science Temple of America's AC of the MST third heaven?
Islam. Per self, my experience, um, as a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America has been rough.
Mm.
I'ma speak respectfully, but just straightforward. Unfortunately, in the Moorish movement, it's a lot of older people who seek to either silence the youth, the young Muslims who are divinely inspired and who have been, who has had their understanding qualified. They either try to silence us or they just excommunicate us. And my experience has been, it was like a cult, Mo. I'ma just be 100. It was like a cult. Um, when you seek to expound on the lessons that's given to you, it's like a ceiling has been placed above you. They don't want you to go past that ceiling because it's like that old saying go, don't outshine the master, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, if your students is on your level or above, you should take that as an honor and as a compliment. You get what I'm saying? Because that's a brother or a sister that you produced by way of your spiritual intelligent intellectual property.
Mm-hmm.
However, right, when I got initiated, that had to be the best experience ever. I got initiated June 20th, 2020. That's when I got initiated. Yeah. So I hope that answered your question.
Oh, it most definitely is. It's not really my question because I know you. you
Yeah,
know,
no, I tried. I was trying not to say too much
yeah,
because
yes, yes, sir,
we gotta respect the angle.
yes, sir, yes, sir, absolutely. Um, Before we get into the presentation, allow me to say, I know it's gonna be some questions that pop up.
Islam.
So I'm asking that y'all support the channel, super chat your questions, super chat your questions,
Oh no, we finna go in.
because I know it's gonna be some questions.
Yeah, we
I
finna
know,
go in.
I know. Super
We
chat
definitely
your questions,
go
and
in.
we'll get straight to your question. That's how you can guarantee that your question will get answered. It will be seen. Super chat your question. Also, support the channel. Support the brother Asar. I have his cash out right here pinned. It's actually on the screen. Support him if you can, and you find it in your heart too. Also, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share to your social medias, and then help us get Let's Think podcast into that algorithm. If you care
Islam.
about what we do, if you enjoy what we do, I think you would want to, you know, allow others to experience what you experience. So if you can, please hit the like button right now. Please hit the subscribe if you're not subscribed, and share to your social medias. And remember, super chat your question because you're supporting the channel when you do so. So, Brother Asar, before we get into your presentation, I want to ask you this question.
Talk to me.
This is a question that was already placed in the chat, but it's actually a question that I had, right? That I would
Islam.
like you to, so one can have a at least a rudimentary understanding of what you're about to get into. What is the Adept Chamber?
Well, the Adept Chamber, you got to look at your keys, y'all. Now it's time to go in. Pull out your keys if y'all got the keys, the 101s. Now, we are taught in the 101s in Key 56. We are taught what are the words of the AC of the MST of A. Adept Chamber of the Morstein's Temple of America, Third Heaven. Now, in a nutshell, the Adept Chamber is an area of initiation within the organization of the Morstein's Temple of America. When you get your Adept sash, it says Adept. Adept of the Morse Divine National Movement. It don't say Morstein's Temple of America. It say Adept of the Morse Divine National Movement. Now, keep in mind, the definition of Adept Chamber is an area of initiation within an organization. What is the organization? The Morstein's Temple of America. But see, when you become an Adept, the word Adept means citizen. From a Morse American Muslim perspective, the word Adept means citizen. But what are you a citizen of? The Morse Divine National Movement, which was founded by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, May 1st, 1916. So that's what the Adept Chamber is.
So, in allow me to take the allow you to expand just a little bit further if we
Islam.
can. So, what does it mean to be a citizen in that sense?
Well, what it means to be a citizen is now you have a voice in all Morse affairs now.
Mm,
You know, a non-citizen don't got no voice, mother.
absolutely.
A non-citizen ain't got no voice. So when you become an Adept, now you're involved in the affairs of the Morse nation.
Okay.
Because leading up to that, you just a member in the Morstein's Temple of America. Not saying that don't mean that you're just a regular file, just a regular file member. We don't know if you coming or if you going. But once you go through that initiation process, you can't unsee what you seen. You cannot hear what you heard. Getting initiated is one of the most powerfulest moments of any Adept's life. That's a life-changing experience. And what you given inside of that chamber, you know the power it holding. You know you could move things with what you given in there. So like I say, that to be an Adept means now you have a voice, but now you got the Holy One walking with
Hmm. Hmm. Powerful answer, brother. Powerful answer.
you.
So let's go from there to your presentation, brother Ace.
Islam. Well,
And
my present
what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull it up for us.
Islam.
I'll pull it up for us. Um,
Now, while he pull up these slides, y'all know me. I gotta go in. So the slides that I sent the brother Sheik 7 is gonna show you glyphs, right? See, like the ancient Egyptians, they got glyphs within their temples, their pyramids. Us Moors, we have our own glyphs too. You gotta understand the great significance of chapter 13 in the Morse Holy Quran, Circle 7, when Jesus got initiated into the temple of Amun Ra. And the Circle 7 Quran is called the Temple of Heliopolis. Heliopolis is a two-syllabus word. Helio being a prefix meaning the sun, Opolis meaning city. So it's literally the city of the sun. In this particular temple, Jesus was initiated. Now he went through all these other temples, right? He went through the temple of Jagannath, the temple of Cappavistu, the temple of Jerusalem, and he ended up getting initiated, taking out membership within the temple of Heliopolis. Yeah, we about to go in, man. We about to go in. Once that slide hit, just go ahead, y'all. You're going to have to take notes. If you got to rewatch this, rewatch it. But we definitely about to get it in. If you didn't know what an Adept was yesterday, you will know today. You will know today. And I dedicate this not just to my family and my household, but I dedicate this to all Morse American Muslims that would like to get initiated. And I'm going to tell you like this. How the Prophet had it set up was you were supposed to get initiated within your first year of joining the Moorish Science Temple of America.
Oh, really?
So that means if you ain't get initiated within your first year of membership, your leadership is a disservice to you.
Mo, I can't say that. I wouldn't say that. Not you, but I wouldn't say that. The reason why I wouldn't say that is because I didn't get it within my first year. You know, I had to put in work and show certain qualities that show my worthiness to be in that particular position. So I would say if that would be a stipulation of a year, I would say it's upon you to show your worthiness within that year.
You got to show your worthiness because that's how the Prophet had. But see, this is the thing too. The leadership is supposed to walk with you every step of the way. So within it's supposed to be within a year. Within a year, you're supposed to get initiated. Because if your leadership is holding their end up as the master teacher, and you holding your end up as a student, ain't no way it's supposed to be past a year. You know, when I first joined, this is how it was given to me, Mo. You got 7 days to memorize your divine constitution and bylaws. All 3 of your Morse American prayers. All 101 keys. History of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali and the Morse Science Temple of America with timeline. Your 7 covenants. You had 7 days to get there. If you ain't get it, holler at us later on. Holler at us later on. I got all my lessons in 6 days. I wasn't playing, Mo. I wanted it. I wanted the truth, Mo, because I've been lied to my whole life. See, yeah, I went before my local Grand Sheik and gave it to him in 6 days. I ran it all off the top of the dome, Mo.
Praise be to Allah.
But that's how the Prophet had it set up, though. See, we were supposed to be initiated within that first year, and I think that that's where a lot of elders is falling short, is because we need to get back to how the Prophet had this. You hear me? if we got back to the way that the Holy Prophet had it and had established it and put everything in place how it should be ran, the Moorish Science Temple of America be on top, man. We need to get back to the man that we say we honor and that we love. The man that took us, that washed the slime of life off of us and put us on the rock of salvation.
Praise be to Allah.
Islam.
Islam. Honors and gratitude to let's put it up there. We have what is that? Mixed Podcast 5569 for the $5 super chat. Praise be to Allah. Honors and gratitude for your support. Honors and gratitude. So Sheik, you ready to get in this presentation? You ready to get into it? Yes, sir. Let me pull it up right quick. So, our brother's demonstration is going to be on this topic here, the Adept Chamber. That's just the cover sheet. We didn't do the beautiful things that, my brother Sharif Anyal Bey does, because we're not that good.
Islam.
It's put the information on the screen. Islam. Okay. What do we have here?
Okay. There we go. Now that's our glyphs, y'all. That's our glyphs. Now, on the first glyph, y'all may not be able to see it completely from this angle.
No. What I do is take this off just for a second while you present it.
Islam.
Let's go. Hold on. Let me go back and do this.
Hey, if y'all didn't say it live, I need everybody to say this live, y'all. Everybody. If y'all didn't share it to everybody.
Right now.
Like, not right now, like right now.
Like right now.
That's like before right now. Share this.
And hit the like. Please hit the like button. Don't be stingy with the like button.
Islam.
Let's go, Sheik.
So, if you look at the very first glyph.
Right here.
Right. At the top left corner, you will see Allah form a man with his own hand and blowing the breath of life into him. That's called holy breath transmission, y'all. That's literally Allah giving the holy breath transmission to the very first man. Now, where can we find this at? Genesis chapter 2, verse 7. And God formed man of the dust of the earth and put his breath into him, and man became a living soul. That's also Surah 2, ayah 30 through 34, where it says that, and remember when our Lord said to the angels, I'm going to place a substitute for myself on earth and to execute my will in the universe. Right? So I'm giving you cross references. That's also chapter 1 in the Moorish Holy Quran, Circle 7, where the Prophet Noble Ali teaches us that man, the spirit man, was ordained to be the Lord of the plane of the soul and the Lord of the plane of things made manifest. That's that glyph. That's breaking down that glyph right there. Now, that next glyph you see of rulership, and you see Africa right there. Now, listen, that goes into when our prophet said that the Moors left from the Holy Land of Canaan and Moab and went into a maxim, and they received permission from the pharaohs of Egypt and established themselves kingdoms. You get what I'm saying? We built that Moorish Empire. When the Moorish Empire fell, it broke down into kingdoms. That is a whole degree in itself. The third glyph you see is the very first man prostrating himself. I can't give y'all the holy name because that would be violating my oath. We just gonna say ill for right now. You see ill prostrating, bowing his head. Now, let me give it to you like this. In Freemasonry, right? In Freemasonry, they refer to each other as travelers. In the Moorish Science Temple of America, when you become an adept and you get your adept charm, a Mason may walk up and cover your charm. You got to say a particular phrase for them to release it. Now, they go ask you, where do you hail from? You hit them with a particular response. But this is the part, as a Moorish American Muslim, you're supposed to tell them. I know who rode and I know who walked. Job 30, verses 1 through 9. Job 30 tells you, it breaks down this glyph right here. Job 30 tells you that it was the Moors who cast out the Europeans. We roped them up and we forced them to walk 2,200 miles across the hot, arid desert into the valleys, cliffs, and caves of the earth. That's Job 30, verses 1 through 9. Now, what does this have to do with the Adept Chamber? A lot. Because it goes along with a lesson in you receiving your Adept charm. You see this Adept charm around my neck with the logos, the circle 7. This is the Garden of Eden right here. This is the Garden of Eden. But you got to know how to break down this lesson within this charm. And it goes alongside with that glyph. Then when you look at the next glyph, that is the Holy Kaaba right there. Why is the Holy Kaaba right there? Because where that first man prostrated his head at that glyph we just broke down, the black stone, known as the Il Rukin, was placed at the eastern portion of what would become known as the Holy Kaaba. But that black stone was placed at that eastern portion because that's where the very first man bowed his head at to honor Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when he made it into the oasis, which is now known as the holy city of Mecca. So that's where the very first man prostrated his head at. It's called the foundation stone. Jesus said in the Bible, he said this. I'm going to give it to you how he said it. The stone that the builders rejected. The stone that the builders rejected. And Freemasonry, it's an old phrase. Hope that you fall on the stone rather than the stone to fall on you. If you know, you know. That's the foundation stone. The Kaaba is a circle 7, sir. You would be right, cause you gotta circle around when you go make your Hajj. You gotta do the you walk around the Holy Kaaba 7 times.
Mm-hmm.
7 times. Whoever's in the group chat, MKD podcast, you are right and exact. Right and exact. Whoever taught you right. Now, look at this glyph right here, y'all. Oh no, we going in, y'all. This is just the beginning. This is listen. Walk with us. So listen, this next degree, you see this glyph of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. That's the very first man and the very first woman. What you thought when God made the very first man, he ain't make a very first woman? You think Allah is ignorant? Did he know, all right, I'm going to create the first man, he just going to be by himself? No. Man needs something to reproduce creation with. So you see right here, the father and mother of civilization. You also could look at it from this angle. The teraphim, which is the man, the male aspect of angels of Allah. And then the female being the seraphim, order of angels. The glyph right here, you see the earth, the globe. What does that represent? That represents when a great earthquake, great earthquake took place. Genesis chapter 10. I'm going to always give y'all cross references. Genesis chapter 10 It speaks about the division, the earth dividing itself. That's the great earthquake which caused the great flood, which produced the Atlantic Ocean that we know it to be today. The glyph after that is Noah's flood. Then right here you got, it's showing you the great division again. The glyph after that is Job 30 verses 1 through 9 and Surah 18 verse 15 through 18. Surah 18 is known as El Kaf, which is translated as the cave. So you connect Job 30 verses 1 through 9 with Surah 18, right? Also Leviticus chapter 13 verse 13. And then the very last glyph deals with in the name of Allah, because everything we do is in the name of Allah. You see Islam rising in the West in the name of Allah. Now, before we go to this next glyph, absolutely it is, Mario. You should join up. So listen, now that we have Mario's attention, let's get off into this Adept Chamber, right? Now, when you look at an Adept, again, the Adept is a citizen of the Moorish Divine National Movement, which was founded May 1st, 1926. Now, what is an Adept? An Adept is an individual who has attained a high level of mastery, which means to master self, knowledge, and alchemy, transmuting the physical to the spirit. That's the same that they do in alchemy. Islam, beloved. That you Adepts is basically spiritual alchemists, because what we do is we transmute this physical form into the spirit. The same way they convert metals into gold. Now that's very important right there. Oh, Mario, I'm your teacher. I was your teacher, brother. Let me teach you again. It's nice seeing you again, Mario. So listen. Now, Adept Chamber. Adept Chamber, when we deal with key 56, and it speaks about third heaven, go to 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 2. If you go there, it talks about how the brother was caught up in the spirit and ascended to the third heaven. Now, the thing about this third heaven degree is I want y'all to look at Prophet Muhammad, right? Look at Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad is accredited with going on the Knight's Journey. You remember that, Sheik 7?
Absolutely.
Knight's Journey. And he ascended into the seventh heaven. Nah, it was a brother that was on here before, Mo. It was a brother that was on here before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, what was this brother name? He spoke about Prophet, the Mason brother. I think he was a Mason. Because he was dealing with Freemason.
Probably Brother Khalil.
Listen, that had to be one of the coldest degrees on here. One of the coldest. That brother, listen, because I already had wrote something like similar to that in my own manuscripts, right? The brother expounded. Let me get y'all up on speed. Y'all may need to go rewatch that. I watched it a few times. The brother spoke about how Prophet Muhammad was a student and a member of a fraternity of some sort. And Prophet Muhammad went through the Knight's Journey, where he had to go through 7 heavens. These are 7 degrees. If y'all get a chance, read the Aquarian Gospel of Jesus the Christ. Read that. Have you read that before, Sheik 7?
Yes, sir.
If you remember, Jesus had to go 7 degrees.
Absolutely.
He had to go through 7 degrees, and Prophet Muhammad had to go through the 7th heaven. Now, what a lot of Moors don't understand is within the Adept Chamber, Key 56 is just mentioned in the 3rd heaven, but it's actually 7 heavens in the Adept Chamber. I'm not gonna go too far in depth with it, but it's 7 heavens in the Adept Chamber. The Prophet just mentioned the 3rd one for a particular reason, right? Now, when you go to chapter 13, verse 8 through 7, within the Morse Holy Quran Circle 7, it says that Jesus was a member of the Temple of Heliopolis. See, that's where he got initiated at. Prophet Noble Drew Ali taught us in Acts 7, all Moorish American Muslims are to keep their hearts and minds pure with love and their bodies clean with water. When you read chapter 13, verses 8 through 17, you see Jesus had to do the same thing. It says that he was washed and then he was then dressed in proper garb. See, the prophet you got to understand, the prophet told you in the oral statements, he said what? He said, I'm going to take the cover off all secret organizations. Now, the prophet didn't give us Freemasonry. You understand it? He didn't give us Freemasonry. Not the Masonry you know today. He didn't give us that. But what he gave us, I'm going to put it to you like this. If you are an adept, Masons would love to build with you. Let's put it that way. Freemasons would love to build with you. Because when you join the Shriners, now you coming into Islam. When you become a member of the Shrine, now you take on Islam as your religion. And guess what? When you join the Shrine, you learn about the Moors. And guess what? They got an Adept Chamber within the Shrine. I hope Moors don't think we the only Adepts. Listen, in the Ahmadiyya movement, do y'all know they got an Adept Chamber?
They got an outer circle and an inner circle.
Come on, Mo. Come on, we talking that talk.
Mm-hmm.
In Sufi Islam, you have the initiates, and they are referred to as adepts. FYI, just want to say this. If anybody feel like I'm wrong, or if anybody want to challenge me, hit that join button. You ain't got to wait till the next show. The brother Sheik 7 Islam Mill has made it perfectly clear. If you disagree with anything I'm saying, you ain't got to type till your fingers hurt. Don't say nothing. Hit the join button.
We'll hit.
Now, let me get back to this lesson, right?
What I'll do is, after you get through demonstrating your lesson, I'll put the link in the chat, and anybody who would like to speak with you or demonstrate that measure will have that opportunity. However, we gotta have some support in the chat. We need some super chats now. You know, support the channel. You know, Islam. Let's go, bro.
Now,
you ready for this next slide?
Let me break down. Oh, I'm sorry.
You ready for the next slide?
Oh, Islam, we could go to the next slide.
No, you finish what you're saying, but I'm just waiting. You know, when you ready to go.
Islam. To circle city met. You are correct. Rosicrucians do have adept lessons. In fact, I went through the Rosicrucian Lodge to get this book onto the grant. I did. I went through their lodge to get this book. So you are absolutely correct.
Honors and gratitude mix. What is that? Mix podcast 555. 8569. Honors and gratitude for the super chat. Go ahead, brother.
Islam. I was tested by their master teacher, brother Kenyatta, and after I went ahead and dropped these more Islamic degrees on him, he took me upstairs to their Adept Chamber. And then I went downstairs for their rituals. So, Circle City Matt, you are right and exact. I seen it for myself. You're right. And thank you for mentioning them, brother. Shout outs to the Rosicrucians. Now, let me break this down. When you get in, I want to say it the right way. So our prophet told us this. This how I'm a word. Our prophet told us this. He said, I remember when I was on the soul plane. I remember when I was Noah. Noah built the ark. He was a carpenter. Now keep in mind the word carpenter. Because in chapter 5, our prophet Noble Drew Ali gives us the carpenter's tools. Now, every adept.
Jesus was a carpenter.
Jesus was a carpenter too, right? And exact building dwellings for the sons of men. Mm-hmm. Now, keep in mind that word carpenter because our prophet gives us what's called the carpenter's tools. Mm-hmm. Right? Now, I would suggest that every North American Muslim, before you get initiated into the Adept Chamber and become an Adept, master chapter 5 in the circle 7. Because when you become an Adept, this is what you are going to need to work with. Now, we could go to the next slide. Can you pull up that slide with that drawing board?
Let's go through it. This one?
No, that one of the cracker. We're going to go to the cracker in a minute. All right, right there. Now, y'all see that drawing board right there? That's important, y'all. That's part of the carpenter tools. Now, it says, carpenter tools are collectively understood to represent the universal constructive forces within, which when directed by divine right thought, transform a chaotic, unrefined life into a deliberate, sacred construction. Meaning this, y'all, spiritually you are under construction. You are under construction. This is why you are given the carpenter tools to rebuild yourself. You going from being Negro, black, colored, Coon, Shine, the Brethren, Ethiopian.
Yes, sir.
And now you're shaping yourself with these carpenter tools. You're carving yourself into a more American Muslim. Now, look at this, right? You got 13 tools, 13 carpenter tools. You got the square, the compass, the X, the hammer, the plane, the block, the board. The board is what we're looking at right now. The board, the chisel, line, plummet, the saw, the 3-step ladder, and the 12-step ladder. Now, check out this, the square. The square represents conformity to law. That's what the square represents because the square ensures that your actions, your thoughts, and your behavior are in alignment with righteousness. That's what the square demonstrates. Mobile.
Yes, sir.
We got a Kareem question.
Huh?
We got in the chat. I'm trying to remember the questions too. I'm walking into a bubble.
Do me a favor.
Islam.
Demonstrate. We'll deal with that later.
Islam. Yes, sir. Then we got the compass. The compass represents you keeping your desires and your passions within the boundaries of moderation. Mm-hmm. The compass represents keeping in line with divine law. Now, if we looking at it from that angle, which we is, then this is what we keep in line with, y'all.
Absolutely.
This is what we keep in line with right here. We keep in line with this law. See, when Jesus said, when he, and I'm going to give it to y'all, right? When Jesus said in the Bible about what, the the 2 loaves of bread and the 5 fishes, and he fed the multitude, that's your divine constitution and bylaws.
Mm. Mm.
I don't think y'all catching what I'm saying right here. If you look to the left, you got 5x. 5x. That's your 5 fishes. You look to your right, you got 2x. That's your loaves of bread. You know how the good Christians, they got this little pamphlet out. It's called My Daily Bread.
Mm.
This our daily bread right here, y'all. This it. Now, you got the X, right? The X, what do the X do? The X removes all errors, y'all. That's the purpose of the X. The hammer represents willpower and action. I want y'all to tie in what I'm giving y'all today, tied in with how the prophet gave it to us in chapter 5. You got to keep in mind our prophet told us to extend the lessons. So what I'm giving you right now is me extending the lessons. He didn't want us to stay in one place. Listen, he told us extend the faith of Muhammad. We extending this degree. So the hammer represents willpower and action. The firm application of strength and breaking old habits must be used with balance. Neither too weak to transform, neither too strong to destroy. When I caught that degree, I say, man, because I do home improvement. And I know that if I apply too much strength with my hammer, I could break the nail. But I know if I hit it too weak, I'm not going to make any progress either. I got to use balance. I got to hit it just right. So that's what that hammer represents. Then you got the plane. What do the plane represent? It represents smoothing character. The humbling process of smoothing out rough edges, pride and ego, refinement of character. Now, this plane is what I had to go back to. I had to go back to this. I had to re-humble myself, right, as a Maz. So this plane, I'm going to say it again, it represents smoothing character. The humbling process of smoothing out rough edges, pride and ego, refinement of character, because that's what you use the plane for. You use it to smooth out the wood. You use it to smooth things. Now, it says block. Refers to ashlars. The rough ashlar and the perfect ashlar. Some at Freemasonry, they say the perfect stone and the rough stone. Now, every day, y'all, I carry my black stone with me, my black onyx stone. This stone is me. It's a reminder of who I am. It's a reminder that every day I must work on my character as a Moorish American Muslim. If you know me, you know I'm crazy. But if you know me, you know I'm Muslim. So this stone, hey, the Mo told me my wife gotta be Khadijah to deal with me, and he gotta be the closest. Listen, this stone reminds me every day that I got work to do, y'all. It reminds me every day I got work to do. So I keep my stone with me. Now let me expound on this.
Yo, Mo, before
Sir.
you go, I want to say this for the listening audience.
Yes, sir.
Like, I don't want people to think that me and your first interaction was, you know, peaches and cream.
No, we was beefed out.
Yeah, we wasn't beefed out, but you was definitely on my heels. You know what I'm saying? But my character. Let's say that my character,
Yes, sir.
and the way I communicated with my brother in signs of demonstrating the degrees, he was able to see that, I was sincere. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
My
sir.
heart was pure. So, me and this brother became brothers. This wasn't a situation where it's kumbaya at first. You know what I'm saying? You
Islam.
know, and I respect the brother because what he has done is recognize, because we've had many conversations. This is not, we have many conversations offline. You know what I'm saying? We really like tapped in on an everyday basis, really.
Islam.
We have plenty of conversations, so we are able to gauge each other. And my brothers has gauged me, and I've gauged him, and we're brothers. We cut from the same cloth. So no, I don't want nobody to think that this is just a kumbaya story, and I just got this brother up here. You know what I'm saying? No, no, we tried and true. Tried never denied, willing to be tried again. You know what I mean?
Islam. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this my brother. Like literally.
Yes, sir.
I call him when I'm at work and talk crazy to him.
Yeah, I swear you do. I swear you do.
We be on the phone just building. This my
Yeah,
brother.
hours too. Hours.
Literally hours.
Hours. Praise be to Allah.
Praise be to Allah. This stone, it says the stones symbolize the personal journey of a mason or traveler, representing the moral and spiritual transformation of the individual. A metaphor for self, a rough stone, which means unpolished, uneducated, in an imperfect state. The raw material. The raw material. Now it says the perfect stone is perfected through education, morality, and the tools of the craft, such as the gavel and the tassel. Now,
Brother,
these
brother,
tools that make the
brother,
perfect stone, which symbolize the individual's journey, it makes you become worthy morally and also become an upright member of society and the lodge. Right?
brother,
Not,
brother,
yes, sir.
brother Moore.
Islam.
And chat, I don't mean it to break the brother's wisdom, but what ones are seeing, what he's demonstrating, look at it clearly.
Islam.
Look at it clearly. He's speaking about not only your character, but he's also speaking about the coordinates of creation.
Islam.
When we speak about Allah breathed upon the deep, we're speaking about raw matter,
Mm. Islam, Mo.
the
Demonstrate.
rough stone, the raw matter, which has no purpose. But the constructed, smoothed out, perfected matter has a purpose. And when that perfected matter realizes itself, it's man. And man has the duty to be the Lord of the plane of soul and the plane of things made manifest.
Islam.
And before you can rule anything outside of yourself, we must learn to rule within.
Islam.
So what we're looking at is a reflection. Even in the mundane world is only a reflection of things that have taken place and or are taking places on higher realms. Islam. So, bro,
Islam.
let me shut up. Go ahead, Mo.
No, Mo, we was enjoying that.
Islam.
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 So now the board in which we looking at right now,
Yes,
it says board because that's one of the carpenter tools. It says the tracing board represents a blueprint or plan of action for the soul. It is a canvas that display sacred geometry and tools needed to transform a person from a state of ignorance to a state of enlightenment, a perfect stone. Now, that's what we looking at right there, y'all. We looking at the board. We looking at the tracing board. See, I don't think y'all understand the great significance of this, but when we was in Kemet, we sat on the butt of the Sphinx. We sat on the butt of the Sphinx with the board, the tracing board. And we drew out the pyramids and how we was going to lay them out. Yes, we used the carpenter's tools to build the pyramids. And while we was carving them stones up, placing them where they fit, we was also teaching because we knew that them stones represented us. Let's continue, right? So it says right here, the chisel, right? It represents transformation, refinement, and focused will, carving the soul. That's a hell of a degree when you think about it, carving the soul. It creates, and at the same time, it takes away, removing ego, habits, or illusions. We know our prophet taught us about the illusions of the world. Also, we have the line, which is a carpenter's tool. The line represents a tool for defining, directing, and manifesting divine will into the physical realm.
Absolutely.
I'm going to say that again for those in the back, because I don't think they heard me. Sheik said.
Say it again, Mo.
The line is a tool used for defining, directing, and manifesting divine will into the physical realm. The boundary between form and formless, action by the conscious mind to create order out of chaos.
Well, brother, allow me to give them a mundane explanation of that particular demonstration.
Go ahead, Mo, because I don't think they understand what we giving them right now.
If you've ever did construction,
yes, sir.
If you've ever demoed a house, demolished a house, and had to raise the walls again, what you would have to use is a line. And it's a line that is basically dipped in chalk. So what you would do is stretch the line across the particular measures where you would need it and thumb the line. You would pull it, let it snap, hit the floor, and it would create a straight line across the floor. And that is also a metaphor of straightening the lines of your thoughts. Islam. And honors and gratitude to MKD Podcast 8569 for the $5 super sticker.
Islam.
Go ahead, Mo.
Islam. Next, we have the plummet. Now, the plummet is a symbol of moral integrity, righteousness, and the vertical alignment of the soul with the divine. To be upright in all actions, being just and honest. Then the saw representing cutting worldly attachments that bear no fruit, allowing the lower nature to be removed. Lower nature, that's the lower self, y'all. Allowing the lower nature to be removed, to become more symmetrical and spiritually aligned. So, the reason I brought this up is because our prophet told us, I'm going to take the cover off all secret organizations. He also said, try to have your meetings on the second floor like the Masons. The same tools that our prophet teaches us in chapter 5. And not just in chapter 5. The same tools that the prophet gave us in the Adept Chamber. It's the same tools the Masons use. They call it the living tool. So this right here teaches you that the Moorish Science Temple of America is all about uplift the fall of humanity. But before you uplift all of humanity, you got to take these lessons to uplift yourself. And so what the Moorish Holy Quran Circle 7 does is this a navigation system. It's a GPS before Google Map, and it teaches you on your journey of self-discovery to build up character. That's what these tools is about. It's for you to operate on your soul.
Absolutely, brother.
It's for you.
Absolutely.
You know, I like to refer to as before you
I
become an
gotta give you.
atheist.
I gotta give you this comment, bro.
Islam.
Look what the brother say. Look what the listener say. This brother is dangerous.
Islam.
Islam. We appreciate that. Praise be to Allah.
Islam. We appreciate that. Alhamdulillah.
Keep going, Mo.
Before Islam, but I thought you was gonna say something. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry, Mo. Islam. Before you get initiated, you are just a member. And so in that time period of you just being a regular file member, we could look at it from this angle. It's called the preparation age of the soul.
Mm.
I was talking to the brothers today on the phone, Sheik said, and that was Corey we was talking to.
Care.
Corey Alende. Shout out
Care.
to Grand Sheik. Oh, that was Kerry. Kerry. I'm sorry, that was Brother Kerry, one of our Moorish Angel brothers. And I was expounding on that before you get initiated, that's basically preparation for the age of the soul, because now when you come into that Adept Chamber, now you literally are walking into the kingdom of the soul. You walking into Allah's kingdom right there. So all of these tools right here literally helps you deal with character building. But let's go into, so now that we're done with them tools, we could go to one of them other slides, Mo.
Let's go here.
Islam. So when we look at this slide right here,
Islam, Mo, can I ask you a question?
Islam.
What tool did we see first?
What tool did we see first?
In this illustration.
And this one right here?
Mm-hmm. Can I say it?
Go ahead.
The compass.
You know what, Mo? You something different, and I love it, because you're right. It's the seen and the unseen.
Mm-hmm.
It's the seen and the unseen. That's a beautiful degree, Mo. And I praise Allah, you spotted that.
Praise
so, right here, we see the all-seeing eye of Allah, the Creator. Right below Allah, the Creator, you see the 7 Elohim. Now, this is important right here, y'all. This is a main lesson, right? Because let's go to the keys, because they think I'm playing with them. Let's go to the keys. You go to key 97. It says, who is Elohim? Elohim is the 7 creative spirits that created everything that ever was, is, and ever more to be. Allah didn't create nothing. He sent out Elohim. That was their job. Read your Holy Quran. What do it say? We created man. We. Let us make man. In the Bible, let us make man in our image and after our likeness. That's plural, meaning more than one. They created in the name of Allah.
That would,
they couldn't do nothing without Allah's divine permission.
In an analogy, that would be the architect drawing the pattern and sending out workers to produce it.
Islam. So you see Elohim right there. Now, right, I'm sorry, I missed that point. Right before there, you have the very first man, again, being formed by Allah's own hands. It's the difference between being formed and created.
Absolutely.
I'm going to say that again. Genesis chapter 2, verse 7 says, God formed man from the dust of the earth. Genesis chapter 1, verse 25 say, and God said, let us make man in our image and after our likeness. And he created he, him, and them, male and female, and told them be
Bro,
fruitful and
my
multiply.
God, my God, bro. Shoo.
Now,
Ooh.
I know, Mo, I know. I hope they catching this in that comment section.
Ooh.
I'm preparing y'all for something because hold on, let me get y'all a sidebar. I'm tired of Older Morris holding these lessons back from y'all. I'm tired. Now I go violate my Adept oath. I made a vow. I stand with that vow. But I'm definitely gonna walk that tightrope. I'm not listening. They say whenever a teacher dies, a library disappears. You know, God Allah forbid, if I pass from tomorrow, I did my job tonight. So I'm gonna continue teaching till he take the air out of my lungs. And
Praise be to
I'm not
Allah.
gonna hold these teachings back from y'all at all. I'm gonna teach y'all the way y'all are supposed to be taught. Because the brother provided the platform to do so. So listen, you got the first man right there with all the muscles. He's created in the likeness of Allah. He's created in the likeness of our Father God Allah. Then you have the image of Allah, which would be the cherubim and the seraphim. The cherubim and the seraphim order of angels. They represent the images of Allah, the image of Allah. And of course, for those who don't know, Iblis was also an angel at one point. Now look, I read in this Quran of Mecca before that, the meaning behind the name Iblis. So Iblis is a title for an evil, wicked person. But he not just evil and wicked among like to himself. He influences others to be evil and wicked. So Iblis is a title for an evil, wicked individual who influences others to participate and partake in his evil and wickedness. That's what make you an Iblis.
And
So
Iblis was
next
and
time you
Iblis
see a evil, wicked person trying to sway people to be evil and wicked like them, just honor them with the title of Iblis.
and Iblis was also uh 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 a chief of the jinn.
Absolutely. Islam. Right in exact. And when he failed in his duty to Allah, the angel Gabriel took his place. I don't think y'all heard. Same time,
He was a bearer of light now.
same time. Before Gabriel, he was the chief of the seraphim order.
Mm.
When he fell and couldn't uplift himself, didn't repent, Gabriel took his place. Now,
Ooh. Ooh.
when we go over to the next degree, you got man and woman, Adam and Eve. Now, Adam and Eve isn't just individuals, y'all. Adam and Eve is tribes. If you don't believe me, go to Genesis chapter 5, verse 1 through 5. And it talks about how God created male and female, he, them, and called their, Therr, called their name Adam. Adam and Eve are tribes, y'all, not single individuals.
Ooh. Ooh.
Adam and Eve was the tribes that got kicked out of the Garden of Eden. When you become an adept, you learn about that whole story, the whole story. And that was the need for Asar. Asar came from the Garden of Eden. And he went out from the Garden of Eden and he re-civilized the uncivilized by teaching them about their Father God Allah. And also teaching them to love themselves instead of hating themselves. And he barely had to use his sword in order to execute the law. That's who I'm named after, Asar, because my duty is to re-civilize the uncivilized by teaching them.
Crazy.
Asar is also known in the Greek language, as Osiris. He is also known as Asia. He is also known as Asia. Asar, Osiris, the same person. One is of an Asiatic origin, Asiatic / African, and the other one, Osiris, is Greek. And he was also known as Asia. So when you hear how we all call ourselves Asiatics, Asiatics they named themselves after Asar, who was known as Asia. In Europe, it's named after a victim of rape. Our sister, our Canaanite sister, Yoruba. I'm sorry, y'all, I like to give side notes. Yoruba, who was raped and taken into a cave by Zeus. But that's a whole nother degree. You will learn about all of that and much more when you walk through that chamber.
Honors and gratitude to R. Bailey for the $2 super sticker. Islam and peace and love. They enjoying the presentation, brother.
Islam. That's a great thing. We need more teaching like this.
Absolutely.
Can we go to the next slide, Sheik, man?
Let's
And
go
I
back.
appreciate my Sheik brother.
We
could go back to that one you just passed.
Right here.
Oh, we.
Away.
Whew.
Away.
Nah. I said I ain't gonna violate my Adept if I ain't. So I'm gonna give it to y'all in layman terms. If you a true Adept, let me put it to you like this: if you present yourself as an Adept to me, I'm gonna ask you one question. You better get it right, or I'm gonna walk away from it. Who was your camel when you entered through the eye of the needle?
Hold up, brother. Let me tell you something. Don't no answers tonight for this one. No answers. Word it right, brother. I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you and start you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm gonna ask you though.
I mean, you can deal with the degree, but
Islam. That's what I'm gonna ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not finna go into my Adept oath on that particular degree. However, I am gonna say this. What is the eye of the needle, y'all? Do anybody know in the chat? What is the eye of the needle?
Whoa.
To the Adepts in the
Hold
building.
on, brother. Let him answer. Let him
Islam.
answer. You asked the question.
I know. I just want to tell the Adepts, don't say the Adept version.
Yeah.
But tell me
Don't
what
say
the eye
that.
of the needle is, y'all.
What's the eye of the needle? Somebody in the chat. I swear, if you super chat the right answer, super sticker the right answer, guess what I do? I bring you up at the end, and we'll give you honors. It's so they say, slow down, beloved. We are at the helm.
I'm sorry, I be going, man. You hear me?
Yeah. Super chat your answer if you think yours is right. If you super chat it, I'll bring it right up. Super chat your answer if you think you're right.
And I want to say this: it's okay to be wrong, y'all.
It's okay. It's okay. It's definitely okay. But guess what I do? I do honor very near correct.
Islam.
You know. So uh okay.
I want everybody. Hey
Good.
Mo, you got another device on you?
Yeah, I got another device on me.
Do me a favor. Google
Mm-hmm.
this. Google
Yes, sir.
this. Eye
Absolutely.
of the needle in Jerusalem.
Okay. Hold on. Let me do it right now.
Everybody in the building, Google this. The eye of the needle in Jerusalem.
I got it.
The eye of the needle in Jerusalem.
I got it. Right here. You want me to say it?
You see the one on Wikipedia?
You want me to say it?
Yup, go ahead.
The eye of the needle in Jerusalem refers to a popular, though likely mythical story about a tiny gate through which camels had to unload and kneel to pass, illustrating the difficulty for the wealthy to enter heaven.
Now, if you go to images, you would actually be able to see that gate.
You know, and I'm finna hit images now. You know, it ain't nothing but a thing. Let me show it to you. Let me show you to you. Uh, One of them said it look like this.
Islam. Now the thing about this is, in order to enter through that gate, you had to strip all your most if not all of your worldly desires. Cause you know how people say trust in Allah, but tie your camel down.
Absolutely.
On your camel, you got all your luggage, right? Your worldly possessions when you're traveling, right?
Absolutely.
In order for that camel to fit through that gate, you got to strip yourself and your camel all your possessions.
Mm.
And it's the same way when you enter through the holy city of Mecca. Whether you're rich or you're poor, it don't matter. You're all equal in the sight of Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. So
Absolutely.
when you come into being an adept, you must strip yourself of all worldly attachments. Everything that hinder you from entering into that gate, you got to strip your camel of that. I'm gonna leave y'all right there because if I say anything else, then I'm going in. So we gonna go to the next slide. If you caught that jewel, then you caught it. If you did, it just ain't the time right now. It's cool.
Yeah, you know, yeah,
I
they
think
have
that I
they
think
had the
Sheik
opportunity
Seven
to
caught it though.
meditate on it.
Yeah, I think Sheik Seven caught
I mean, you know, bro, who didn't catch it, brother?
it.
Talking to me, brother. Which one you want to deal? You want to deal with this one or the next one?
um, either or,
Let's
either
deal with
or.
this one first. We're gonna go to the next one.
Yes, sir.
You see where we at?
Yeah, it just popped up on my screen.
Yes,
So
sir.
this particular degree, when you become an adept, as I stated before, you are look at Job 30 verses 1 through 9. It talks about those who walk and those who roll. This
Let me
right
do that.
here,
Let me do it. Job what?
say that one more
Job
time.
Job versus what?
Job verses Job chapter 30 verses 1 through 9.
We're gonna read it for him right quick, Mo.
Islam.
We're gonna read it for him right quick. Well, you want to give him the King James version or whichever version?
Either or.
We're gonna give him the King James. You know, we're gonna give y'all the King James, not the New King James. We're gonna give y'all the King James version. Cause that's what more people on, you know. So it says, But now, what do it say? What, nine through what?
Now, what do yours say?
No, I'm talking about 30. What verses?
Chapter 30, verses 1 through 9.
Okay, let's go. It
It's,
says, "Now they mock me, men younger than I."
oh, stop real quick. Man younger than I. The European, we are prehistoric. We
Mm.
have no timeline from when we the beginning of our existence. The European ain't no older than 7,000 years old, Mo. Keep going. They're younger than us.
Whose fathers I would have disbanded
Disdain to
to
have sat
put
with the dogs in my flock because we know
to put
Billy
with
and Bob love having sex with dogs. Don't
to
believe me? Look at the image of Romulus and Remus. It's on public display that these crackers be having sex with dogs, and that's how they develop syphilis through having sex with German shepherds, sheepdogs, rock rollers, pit bulls, German shepherds, Frenchie bulldogs, cocker spaniels. They love cocker
okay,
spaniels.
okay, brother. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Let me run it back. But now they mock me, men younger than I, whose fathers I would have disbanded to put with sheepdogs.
Islam.
Of what use was the strength of their hands to me, since their vigor had gone
Islam.
from them? It says Hagar went to from want and hunger they roamed. They parched land in desolate wastelands at night. In the brush they gathered salt herbs, and their food was the root of the brush broom, the broom
Islam.
brush. They were banished from the human society. Good
Hold
God,
on. Not that's key 69, Mo.
good God Almighty.
You see key 69 in there?
Yes, sir.
That's key 69 all day. Key 69 and key 60. Keep
They
going.
were banished from human society, shouted at as if they were thieves. They were forced to live in the dry stream beds among the rocks and, but my God,
That sound
and
like Freddie Flintstone, right?
and in the holes in the ground, and they they brayed amongst the bushes, huddled in the underground, a
That's
base
Agarthia,
and
Mo. I'm
nameless
location.
broad.
Agarthia.
They were driven out of the land, and now those young men mock me in song. Good God Almighty.
Do not the European mock us? Mo, that's a hell of a lesson right there. Job 30, verses 1 through 9 ain't. I know, Mo. Process it. I got you. You know I'm animated, Mo. You know I'm animated when I teach.
Man,
But just process it for a minute.
I'm, it's already processed, bro. I got
You know your brother, I'm animated, man. I gotta be, man.
you.
So listen,
Bro.
that degree right there breaks down this particular lesson you see. See, in the Holy Quran of Mecca, it said to the seventh day breakers, be ye apes. You see that ape right there? See,
I
this is
feel
where they got it wrong. They teach you that mankind come from apes. That's not true. Apes come from them.
whoo, woo,
I'm gonna say it again, right? For those
woo,
who ain't get it,
woo.
them crackers, they don't come from apes. The apes come from them.
Mm.
Y'all got phones, other devices. Google knuckle draggers.
Bro, come on, man.
Mo, they knuckle.
But come on, man.
You want me to go in or stay outside?
Then go in.
I ain't let me go in there, Mo. Let's Google knuckle draggers, man. Let's see these crackers for what they is.
An unintelligent, crude, and aggressive person.
All right, click on the image now.
Mo, come on, man. Come on, man.
I'm
Come
saying this.
on,
You gonna show
man.
the people? Nah. Let me show. Now that's a cracker. That's a cracker. Listen. They
Come
know who they
on,
is.
man. Come on, man. Damn,
Listen,
man.
Mo, they know. Mo, look, no, now you seen the image for Knuckle Drag as a crack. Now look at the ape
Hey,
right
bro,
here.
look
You see
at this
the ape?
one though. Look at this one though. How they depicted this one though. I ain't even gonna stunt with you. Look at how they depicted this
Look, Mo, this a caveman. This Freddie Flintstone, Knuckle Drag.
one. Look at this one.
I told you, Mo, I'm gonna go in tonight. I told you.
Man, I'm sorry, man, for anybody looking at man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I
To
ain't sorry.
all our
Not
European
sorry, but not
counterparts, man.
sorry. Damn it.
To all our European counterparts, I'm sorry, but I gotta
You know,
teach
no,
our
no,
people
no.
the
I'm
truth.
gonna show you this one though. This the one.
Oh yeah, that's definitely that one, Mo. That's definitely that one right there.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all why this is so important, right? Now, if you look right there, is two monkeys. I mean, two apes. Now, what is their name? The male ape, his name is Oliver, and the female ape, her name is Lucy.
Oh man.
That is the father and the mother of the cracker. Oliver and Lucy. And then they produce Bigfoot and Sasquatch. Now, in the Adept Chamber, you learn about this particular degree because you learn, and the reason why Moses is right there. See that brother dressed in that Egyptian garb? That's Moses right there. And if you notice, he has in his hand that rod. But if you notice, that rod is the same symbol for medicine in America. Did you see that, Sheik?
Bro, you know I see that.
That's the symbol for medicine. Now, why is that important? Because Moses in the Bible, in Exodus, Moses, he was commanded by God, put your right hand in your bosom. It turned white as snow, white as leprosy. Then he told, pull it back out, and it turned back its original color, melanin, right? So
Mm-hmm.
the reason why he got that rod, which is the symbol for medicine, the reason he got that is because he was showing the cracker that he had the cure from what they ill from, leprosy. He had the cure for leprosy.
The pituitary and the pineal, bro.
You know? Now, I ain't even gonna say that. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. Yeah.
Job 30 verses 1 through 9. I'm gonna leave that alone. We go to the next slide.
Uh,
That I ain't even gonna drop that, man. You go get all types of calls if I say that.
uh,
Now,
what we got here?
the next degree we go build on, you see Moses right there. But you also see the degrees of the cracker, right? You see
Oh
the
no.
first degree is key 57. Then you see the next degree is Genesis chapter 2, verse 17 through 19. Then you got the caveman period. Then you got the Caucasian period. And then you got European, when we finally made them somewhat close to a man. Not human. A cracker can never be a human.
Damn.
He can never be a human. The word human derives from the word homo, which is the prefix. It means man. Both human and homo derives from the root word humus, Humus, which is the dark organic materials found in the soil of the earth. Key emphasis on the dark organic materials found in the soil of the earth. God formed man of the dust of the earth. In the Quran, it says God formed man from black clay, fashioned him and molded him. Listen, that cracker don't come from that. Listen, the cracker can't call God Father because he don't come from God. God never made a European. God never created the cracker, right? And he can't, and the cracker can't refer to Earth as Mother Earth because he don't come from the earth. Look up leprosy. Leprosy is a plague. Do y'all know what plague means? It's a curse of God. These is cursed people walking the earth. These is cursed people.
Why they think you? Why they got you thinking you are?
Yeah. See, when it said that man was born in sin, we ain't born in sin, y'all. We ain't born in sin. Sin, man, transgressing against divine law. It's talking about the cracker. Now, the cracker is born in sin because the cracker cannot live under the conditions of the sun. Can't live under the conditions of the sun. That's dealing with natural. That's dealing with the laws of nature. The cracker is born against the laws of nature.
He going in.
That's why they get skin cancer. That's why, listen, they taught you about Dracula. Dracula is they ass. Put a crack in the casket into the nightclub. Blood suckers. They cannibals. You know, they known for eating our ancestors. Hell, Jeffrey Dahmer was eating ooh.
Bruh.
Yup, huh? Jeffrey Dahmer.
Bruh. Woo.
Working at the chocolate factory during the day and eating chocolate men at night.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. What about the Europeans who used to eat the remains of Egyptian mummies?
That's some nasty crackers.
What about them?
That's some nasty, filthy crackers, Mo. Cause
You said it like that. I ain't saying it like that, Mo.
I know I'm saying it on all levels, Mo, because right, they say they was eating the ancient Egyptian mummies to consume the power and all of that. I don't believe none of that.
That's what they think. You got to realize their level of thinking, bro.
All right, since you put it that way, they brain weighs 6 ounces, Mo. Our brain weighs 7.5 ounces.
I ain't never said their brain didn't weigh 6 ounces. That's
now check this out, Sheik, right? By their brain weighing less than us, 6 ounces, that means that their capacity for understanding and to receive knowledge and wisdom and understanding information is very limited.
Yeah.
They brain keep in mind, y'all. The cracker brain weighs 6 ounces. The Asiatic man and woman brain weighs 7 ounces. Some say 7.5. Some say 7.5. 7 is the number of God. 6 is the number of the devil.
I tell you this: if I dehydrated your brain and pulled the water out of it, it would weigh 7.5 ounces. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right about that.
Yeah, pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
It's live.
That's it.
So when we look at these degrees, y'all, like even like with that image of Moses, y'all may be looking at that like that's the 10 Commandments. That's actually the laws of Maya.
But who gave it to him, bro?
Islam. Moses was an Egyptian priest and the son of Pharaoh. And those was the laws of Maya and Kemet. Now, when the Egyptian empire fell, Manetho, whose name is Manetho in Greece, he took the Egyptian mystery system lessons and he had ended up taking them to the Moorish Empire. This is why Professor George G.M. James, the author of Stolen Legacy, he stated that the Moors are the custodians of the ancient Egyptian mystery system. So the ancient Egyptian mystery system is literally in our Adept Chamber. That's why the Prophet Noble Ali refers to himself as the Egyptian student.
Egyptian adept student.
The Egyptian adept student. Islam. I stand correct. So for all these people that claim that they Kemetic and all of that, you ain't Kemetic. Because the Egyptian priesthood been destroyed. When Persia was built to backside on our Egyptian brothers and sisters. And they fled, they ran. The Egyptian, the sacred and secret lessons of ancient Kemet is in the Adept Chamber of the Moorish Science Temple of America.
It's long.
So you ain't comedic nothing if you ain't get initiated. You are not comedic anything if you ain't get initiated. So with that, I conclude my Adept Chamber lesson.
Islam to create the boundless universe. Necromancer, bro. Yeah, that's definitely the alchemical degree. Absolutely. But see, here we go. Here we go, Sheik. Here we go. We're gonna have a dialogue right quick.
Talk to me.
We're gonna have a dialogue. Let me get this off the demonstration. You know. If you want to come up on the demonstration, y'all hit the super chat and you can come up on the demo and build with the Sheik. However, let's talk about this Sheik. Now, now, and I'm gonna speak on this particular comment, right?
Islam.
Um, Someone said these lessons are given in 120 or supreme wisdom, which Master Fard gave to Mr. Muhammad. Kareem, and I think Kareem D8W. Praise be to Allah, brother. I'm glad to have you on the stream. But let's look at things in context. If we look at things in context, and I'm not here to cause any division between the Nation of Islam and the Moorish Science Temple of America, because one of my elders who took me under my wing as a very young child around the age of, between the ages of 13 and 15 was Yusuf Shah, also known as Joseph X, also was a captain, under Elijah Muhammad. Also, and his father was Joseph Graphite Ill, who was a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Allow me to tell you this. Those lessons and the things that you've heard tonight are very congruent with what was given to Mr. Muhammad by Fard Muhammad. I can agree with you. But my question is to you, and I'm not being facetious of what I'm saying, so I don't want anybody who's my brothers and sisters from the Nation of Islam to feel any type of way. But if you were to say that, who was the first to give it to the Asiatics of North America?
Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And I want to be clear, I honor the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
I love
Um,
it. I love
I
him to
love
death.
that brother. He is a messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Make no mistake about it. Because I know what the word messenger means. But I also know however, I also know this. Elijah Muhammad was an adept. Man, where's my book? I got the records. The actual records. Elijah Muhammad. You know what? I'm gonna speak to the brother about having a Moorish American Muslim and Nation of Islam panel where we respectfully just build.
Yeah, listen, what I'm gonna say is this. I'm a brother of good character, and I would never be a brother of you know, a degree where we play games with each other. You know what I'm saying? Um, because I don't play like that, and I never have played like that.
And I love the Nation of Islam. Not to cut my Sheik brother off. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm not one of the Moors that ever seek any division. When I tell you I love the Nation of Islam, I love them. Dr. Khalid Muhammad had to be one of the most powerfulest brothers to ever walk the face of this earth. Again, I said one,
Yes, sir.
meaning it's more than just him.
Yes,
Because we
sir.
got the great Prophet Noble Drew Ali, who was the most powerful.
Yes,
Dr.
sir.
Khalid Muhammad. I admire that brother.
Absolutely.
Uh Farrakhan, I honor him. Come on. of course, Malcolm X. I studied with his daughter. Um, it's so many great people that came out of the Nation of Islam. Dr. Sabi came out of the Nation of Islam. I honor the Nation of Islam a lot. However, to speak truth, Elijah Muhammad, a lot of what you see in the message to the black man, especially the supreme wisdom, definitely came out of the Adept Chamber of the Moorish Science Temple of America. These are facts. When I
Mhm.
look at the Adept degrees of the MST of A,
Mhm.
and then I compare and contrast it with the Nation of Islam, I'm just drawing simply off the dates. What
You
year did the message to the black man come out? And then what year did our prophet lessons come out? You
you
know,
drawing all these degrees.
however,
That list
I
right there.
don't I don't seek to, you know, continue on that particular subject because again, I love and honor and respect the Nation of Islam. Elijah Muhammad did what he was supposed to do. That brother stated in his declaration, we are just seeking to continue Prophet Noble Drew Ali and Marcus Garvey works, and that he did with the Nation of Islam.
And I agree 100%. I agree 100%. Whether, and let me allow me to say this, whether we can agree on whether he was a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America, that's not my argument.
Islam.
My argument is this, and it's not even an argument, it's a statement. I have no argument because I have no dog in the fight. What I will say is this: nobody can deny the impact that Elijah Muhammad has had on the Asiatic people of North America.
That
Nobody
is true.
can discredit his works. Nobody.
Islam.
You can have what you can have what say in your opinion about his expression or his delivery or what he presented. You can have that. Cool. That's your opinion. We all got one. But what you can't do is deny the facts. You cannot deny the facts.
I mean, even when you look at it, they the Nation of Islam used to use ills and bays as
But
their
like I,
tribal names. I'm talking about before the X was adopted. They was using ills and bays up until the year 1945.
I can say this. I have a picture of the pioneer plaque, and there was Els, Bays, Muhammad's, Ali's.
Yeah, a lot of his original followers were members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. You know,
Absolutely,
Elijah Muhammad did a great work. So again,
absolutely.
I definitely honor that brother. I would never take away from his works. Uh, he's one of the pioneers of Islam in America.
Mm.
But by no attempt will we ever uh ignore the fact that the founding father of Islam in America was none other than Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Even Imam Rufuddin Muhammad honored him, honored Prophet Noble Drew Ali in his newspaper. And I got the newspaper.
Absolutely, absolutely,
And,
absolutely.
I don't know if anybody disagrees. I mean, at the beginning of my presentation, we had Mario, who goes by Moab Muhammad Il
So what
Abay.
what I'll do is do this right here,
Yeah,
and
if he want to come up, Moab, hit that join button. I was doing my presentation. I ain't really had a time to really acknowledge you, but you know,
what what we'll do is I'll
yeah.
do this. I will put the link in the comment section, and anybody who would like to uh, come
Or I could
in.
call your phone and put you on speaker and we could talk. Either you could come up or one or the other. But I mean, if you want to challenge me, I'ma ask who is it that demands a testing. We could definitely have a respect debate. I'll make some time for you.
Yeah, but guess what we'll do? Allow him to come up and state what he want to state, and then we'll make room, and then we'll schedule a debate, a formal debate.
Islam.
You know, and so this is what we got. We got the demonstration in the chat, and I'm finna pull it up just so everybody can see it. There you go. I just put it in the chat. If the brother want to hit it, I'm not with any negativity, but if we can have an intellectual discourse, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. So the link is in the chat.
I threw my fears in the ring, Mo.
Yes, sir. We all, yeah, it's there. So link is in the chat. We give y'all a few minutes to hit the link. Anybody would like to hit the link, you know, here we go. Hit the link. Even if you just want to say peace and you enjoyed the presentation, you're welcome to hit the link. You're welcome to hit the link. Link
Thank
is
you,
in the chat.
MKD Podcast. Thank you, Arbelia. Thank you, everybody.
Praise be to Allah.
All praise be to Allah.
Yeah, he stirred up the ethers, didn't he? He definitely stirred the ethers. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We knew he was gonna do this though. I was like, oh my God.
When we was on the
Yeah.
phone talking, we knew it.
I say, bro, this brother he gonna stir it up. And we was. On this. So nobody wanna hear even so y'all don't even want to hit the link and say, you enjoyed the
that
presentation,
that's
you know.
crazy. The brother was he attempted to go in on me in the beginning, but I had to keep it. I had a presentation to do. That's
Yes, sir.
crazy. You go in on somebody in the beginning of their presentation, but when they make time for you, nice. It's like
I
everybody.
mean,
Yeah.
what was the brother name?
Uh, Moab Muhammad. I call him Mario. Oh, his
Wait,
name Muslim 1928. And I wasn't kicked out. I left. I got the call recorded. Yeah, so I just wanted to see, hey, if it was a disagreement on something, hey, come on.
I mean, brother, but if he want to have a conversation, he's more than welcome to come up.
Islam. Just keep it respectful and civil is all we ask. Because
That's
I
all we have.
respect my brother. I be going in. But when it come to my brother Sheik 7 Islam Mill, and a few other brothers and sisters, man, I get them enough respect and also give myself respect. Not to go in how I typically would, but yeah. I understand I scared to eat this. I understand that. I just be wanting to educate our people. That's it. Just build with our people. That's it.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know.
But I will call you out.
Uh, and I be trying to keep him from doing
You see, he's not a childish part. He started it.
He in the comments.
No, he definitely in the room. He just ain't go tight.
Oh,
See the whole. I'm gonna tell you something more before we end this live. Listen, the whole goal is to distract and disrupt the class, so I wouldn't teach this lesson. But I got through
it. Absolutely, we was gonna make sure of that.
Islam.
We was gonna make sure of that. So we put the link right here. It's on the screen and it's in the comments. So I'm gonna give you a couple more minutes to tap that link and come in, and you can come in and show your appreciation. You can come in and you know speak whatever you feel that was not right, or however you want to do it. You can do it right now, and then if necessary, we'll set up a discussion later. However, we right here. MST of 1920. Oh, hit the link. Yeah, that would be good. That would be good. You know.
I figured I'd type it. I ain't want to say it, Mo. I just type
Yeah, yes, sir. Baliel, I appreciate you for your support. MKD podcast, uh, 8569. Yeah, rocking with you 7 seed. Peace. Appreciate your support. Kareem, DAW, appreciate you. Um, Creator of the Balanced Universe has always been he always support. Always. Circle City, what is that? Matt Islam. Uh, he said you spinning the ethers tonight. Gratitude.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Uh,
sir.
we got El Rukin 2460. Islam. Praise Allah for your presence. Um, who else we got in the building? Um, Shit like that. We got Muslim 1928. I knew for 2 months before you got kicked out. Okay, that's the brother.
Yeah,
He
that's
not
him. I'm trying to figure out when did I get
yeah.
out when I got the phone call. But we carry
Uh,
on. We
it's cold using another man's stuff. Well, I mean,
That's
isn't
not
that
his stuff. I
and
I,
that
I
book?
know the person. Mo, let me just say this for the record. That's
Yeah.
not Rael's stuff. Um, with all due respect, I'm gonna be respectful when I say this. A lot of information in that book, he copied it from other literary works. I actually did my research. Uh, if you know about the controversial years, that come from the Mark of Bean files. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Shout outs to the brother Sheik Agwazil and but yeah, that's a whole nother topic, Mo.
Yeah.
You
Well,
can't
well, Mo,
plagiarize work and get mad
well,
if we
Mo,
decide to teach
Mo,
them.
Mo, Mo. One thing I will say is this right here: our disagreements amongst brothers, our disagreements.
Islam.
We keep our disagreements amongst ourselves, and that's how we should do
Islam, I'm gonna respect that out of
it.
you. It was just
Uh,
presented to
and I'm gonna just say this to the brother who's in, you know, uh, in the comment section. And I'm gonna say his name one more time. He's what's his name in the comment section?
Muslim 1928. That's Mario.
Muslim 1928. Well, brother man, let me say this to you. Myself, in particular, one thing, I'm a man. I don't get into men's business. Number one, whatever another man has an issue with another man, they have that issue.
Yeah,
I don't get
Islam.
into that. Number two, I'm a Muslim. And one thing I don't do is air my brothers out in the public. Neither one of them, whether I disagree with you or agree with you, I don't air my brothers out or my sisters out in the public. Number three, whatever, if we are brothers and sisters, whatever problems we have, we should be able to deal with them in the private and never allow them to be in the public.
Islam. I agree, Mo.
Number four, I respect my elders, brothers, and sisters. So one thing I'm not going to allow is for us to play the game and disrespect the elders of the movement. Whether we once feel like he's right or he's wrong, it won't be done on Let's Think podcast. It won't be done on Let's Think podcast. I'm going to respect my elders. right or wrong. I'm not going to speak about them. I'm not going to deprecate their characters. I'm not going to do any of that. That ain't the character of a Moorish American Muslim.
Islam.
That's more aligned with the Negro problem. And I'm trying to get that out my system. So that's not what I'm going to do on Let's Think podcast. Now, I could have let my brother loose, but I asked him, don't do that. So I'm not going to allow you to do it.
Sheik 7 has been helping me work on things. For real. Y'all don't know. He's actually helping me become a more better Muslim, teaching me patience and discipline.
And I love
I
my
just
brother.
teach, man. You know what I'm saying? If you do disagree with me respectfully, just teach.
That's all you got to do.
Cause I'm up here just to share information with the people. You know what I'm saying? So if you disagree with what I'm saying, hit the link and just teach, man. This isn't a competition, man. This isn't that. This is actually a platform that our Sheik brother built for us Moors to have a voice. You get what I'm saying? But understand this, you catch me off his show, man, he ain't gonna be able to save you. I'm gonna leave that right there. I love you, Mo.
I mean, it is a Muslim.
I
That's
love
my
you. I do.
that's
C7.
that
I love
that's
you,
my
brother.
brother. I love you too, bro. I love you with a passion, bro. I love you with a passion
I
because you
chill a
got
lot.
passion.
I love you, brother.
Yeah, you already know, Mo. You already know. And guess what, bro? You know,
Islam.
for all the ones who may hate and be at variance, guess what, brother? I love y'all too, for the sake of
Islam.
Allah. For the sake of Allah, it ain't for the sake of me, but for the sake of Allah. Praise be to Allah, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do, you know, to keep the integrity of the movement. You know, listen, I'm not against you. I'm your brother. That's all I got to say. I'm not against you. I'm your brother. And anybody from the 1928 portion, if you want to come to Let's Think podcast, the podcast is open for you. Come on. You can get your own show. Come on. You know, you know, I'm not against any brother in this movement. I wanted everybody to have a voice. So we got a voice for you here. Praise the
Islam.
Lord. Praise the Lord. So,
I hope
brother,
y'all enjoy the show. And
brother Sheik,
Islam.
this is what I want you to tell the people before
Talk
you
to
go.
him.
Yeah, man. Come on,
Go
man.
ahead.
See, there you go, right? There you go, bro. There you go, bro. Tell the people, man. Hey, listen, man. Tell the people where they can find you on social media, man.
All right, so you can find me at Asar Ill on Facebook. I mean, really, you can find me at Asar Ill everywhere. Just punch in Asar Ill. And I'm not going to announce it fully, but just know I got some big things that's finna take place here in Michigan. And I plan on taking that big blessing that I just got today by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I plan on taking it on the road real soon. So y'all, pretty soon I am going to make that announcement, but from that space that I just got blessed with. And if it's any way I can help any of y'all, I will. But again, I'm gonna make that announcement real soon. So y'all be able to see what I'm talking about. Just know it's real big. But if you're looking for me on any social media, just punch in ASAR, ASAR space EL.
And I want to say this, man. I love my brother Asar, right? I love him with a passion. But just because I love him in a passion, with a passion, guess what, brother? if you have any differences with them, it don't mean I don't love you.
Islam.
You know what I'm saying? But guess what we're gonna do? Let's deal with these differences civilly. Let's deal with it civilly. That's all we gotta do. And let's take all these differences out to public, man. You know, it just don't look good. It don't look good. You know what I mean? And I've also, encouraged my brother to do certain things to make amends. You know what I'm saying? Because I know his heart. That
Islam.
brother got that brother got a big heart and a pure heart. But see, what happens is when you know, make a brother with a pure heart feel like, you know, it ain't that. What happens is you find a totally different brother, you know, and I understand this brother. I understand him, and I'm gonna stand with him. It's my brother. You know what I'm saying? A good brother.
Islam. Do Allah. Islam.
He one of the brothers who called me on a regular basis to check on me, just to check on me. Bo, how you doing? You all right? How you family?
Islam.
And bro, when you that right there is unmatched. It's unmatched. So, brother Asael, I love you, brother.
I love you most, Sheik. And
You
to the people in the chat, I love y'all the most too, man. Get ready for
know,
our next show. We will be announcing that soon. Uh, I still got another demonstration I got to tap on, so that's gonna be the next one we tap into. The decoding
absolutely.
of Islam.
Yes, sir. The decoding of Islam. See, that one right there. Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh
that one
man.
right there. That's gonna be one for the books.
Yeah, this was one for the books right here.
Oh yeah, no, this one definitely one for the books.
And I would tell y'all, man, expect some books from me and Asar.
Islam.
We got some things we definitely putting together for not only Moorish Americans, but for all Asiatics. So
Islam.
stay tuned, and our brother gonna be right back in y'all face here soon. I hope
Islam.
y'all enjoyed the
Love.
show, and I hope hit the subscribe, hit the like button right now. Hit the subscribe, hit the like button right now, and let me do this just for the playback, Asa.
Islam.
Before we get up out of here, I gotta put this right back up here. Because I had to create some space for your presentation. I ain't want them to not get a portion of that. So we're gonna do this right here and put this one right here. Boom. Hit big chic alert.
Islam. I'm
Dollar
ready.
sign big chic alert. Support your brother. Support your brother Asael. And he's
Grat-
definitely gonna be
Gratitude.
right back. He's gonna be right back. He's gonna be right back. And expect our next show. Our next show will be Decoding Islam.
Islam.
And that brother got something to talk about. I don't, excuse my face of being cocked. My lock's so big, bro. It's
I
big now, bro. My junk be all
told
too.
you that's why I gotta get another fizz because the one I got, my locks, it won't fit, so I gotta get a big one.
Yeah. You know how they go, man. All this hair on my
Islam.
head, you know. But hey, Sheik,
Islam.
you got to call me and talk crazy to me tomorrow.
Islam, I'm on you.
Yeah.
I'm
And
gonna call you tomorrow. We're gonna be on it.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. Guess who finna come through? Guess who finna come through? Here in a few minutes. Here soon.
Islam.
Yeah, y'all been waiting on it. We're gonna get Carrier Lindale in the building.
Oh man, yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna
We'll
be
have the
that's
brother
man.
Carrier Lindale in the building.
I gotta
And I
watch.
might have I might have him and his brother. We don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah, I gotta watch
But
that one.
yes, sir. So y'all tap in Islam,
Islam.
Islam,
Islam.
Islam.
Peace and love, family. Love you
Peace
all.
and
See
love,
y'all next.
man.
Peace.
Peace.